What up, YouTube family? So you're watching this video and you want to know the truth, the absolute God honest, so help me God, right hand on the chest, the truth about probate properties. I'm here to tell you the God honest truth. So if you've been following me, you know I did my first deal on a property that was actually, technically it was a probate property, but by law, because if you look at the deed, there's two primary things when it comes to a deed. There's joint tenants and then there's tenants in common, right? So I looked up on my first probate property and they were joint tenants, meaning when one tenant dies, the other tenant has complete ownership of the property, so you don't have to take the property through the probate process. I looked up, but this time I actually have another property under contract that's probate. I can't show you guys everything, but give you a quick snippet hit. All right, so can't look too much. All right, so there are a total of 5 interested persons. One is the PR, which is the daughter, who lives in Georgia. I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland, and luckily the other 4 are also in Baltimore, Maryland. So I did my dangdest to get the signatures of all the people, including the PR. So if you are going through the probate process, there's a couple of things that you can do. Of them is a paper called, see if I can get it out for you guys here. This little baby right here. This is called an, oh, you can't watch that. You can't watch that too much. An assignment of interest in an estate, right? So what that does is that says, hey, I have equitable interest in this estate, but I'm going to assign all of my interests in this estate to a certain person. Typically, it's the PR, but it can be whoever, right? Whoever that they assign the interest to. So I have, out of the 4 other people that's not the PR, 3 of the 4 sign an assignment of interest because they don't want to have to do anything with the property. As in most probate cases, the house has been sitting for a while. People are like, I don't want nothing to do with it. Just take this thing off my hands. It's messing up my family. I haven't talked to my sisters, my brothers, my uncles, whatever, in multiple years because this daggone house has caused chaos. He did not sign. It's totally fine, right? It's fine because there is no excess funds transaction. So we're getting the property we're just completely covering the taxes on the property. There's nothing else, right? So if the brother comes back and says, hey, I wanted to sue you guys or whatever, you guys didn't give me my part, that's a lie. There is no part to be had. So one of the brothers didn't sign. The sister, who lives in Georgia, is 79 years old, and she doesn't use email. So I had to legitimately fax her the document, and here's the caveat. She's not signing nothing. If you're an entrepreneur, I'm not saying you have to be finesseful. Not finessing in a bad way. If you're from Baltimore, you know, most of the time when you say finesse, that is a way of conning someone or making someone what's not in their best interest, right? I'm saying you have to ethically be able to persuade people to see what they're doing benefits them in the long run. So the sister in Georgia said, I said, okay, well, Miss Linda, if I can get all of your other brothers and sisters who really don't like you to sign this document and give their interest to you, will you sign? She stopped. She said, you know what? If you can do that, young man, I like you, I will. And you know what I did? Just that. I got every person to sign except for one, which is totally cool. Got a verbal agreement saying that, hey, I understand, whatever. I'm not going back and bite you guys in the butt. I'm pretty sure he's a man of his word. He did some time. He doesn't want anything to do with the house. So I faxed her those documents, and I'm waiting for the fax back. Now here's the thing. She's 79. She wants her husband her husband and her son to look over. I don't know about you, but I know in the sales world, in anything, the longer it is, I want to actually wash my hands with this property. However, I know the spread is pretty darn good on the property, and that's what you signed up for, right? The truth is that probate properties have a nice spread, but you are going to do a nice amount of work. So, lesson learned here, I think wrong, not necessarily went wrong, but I think the probate properties that are easier are typically those properties where it's passed and they've already been through the probate process and they already want to sell and they don't have any other heirs. If they don't have any other heirs, it is the best. So, I'm not saying run away from them, but I'm saying if you're doing probate processes, if you're doing probate cases and you're trying to buy a property, then Lord, God bless you. You're going to have to be finesseful. You're going to have to be ethical, and you're going to learn how to persuade. And then you're going to have to, and if you do not get them to sign that assignment of interest, you're going to have a freaking headache. To keep this kind of short, what I recommend for you to do, if you ever run into a probated real estate invest. Yeah, if you're going to buy a house and it's under probate, what I recommend is you get that one, you get that assignment of interest. One, make multiple copies of it. What I want you to do, and you go to get a person to sign that assignment of interest, take with you a gift, right? My first deal that I did, I brought with me, I think it was like a donuts, right? Just to let them know, hey, this is Dozen Donuts. Let's sit down and let's break bread. From that, the law of reciprocity said, and this is what I mean by being ethical, right? I know, I study persuasion, I study psychology. The law of reciprocity kicks in. I give first, they give back. Typically, good, kind-hearted American citizen, you're going to give back. So I recommend coming with some sort of gift, even if it's just donuts. And actually, those box of donuts got me 10 grand. So I recommend you bring your donuts, get that assignment of interest. You can get the assignment of interest online, or you can actually get through the Baltimore City Register of Wills. You have to be the PR in order to get their doc. But I spoke with my attorney, and my attorney said you pretty much can draft up a simple assignment of interest from online. I think I got mine from freelegaldocs.com or something like that. And it just says they release their interest in ... estate, whoever it is, right? Once all the people sign the assignment of interest, you get the PR to sign the purchase agreement. You're good to go. You're good to go. Recommend you not stress out and make sure that the spread is worth all of it, right? If the spread's not worth it, leave it alone. So this is your boy Rock, aka Darrell. I'm signing out. If you're in Baltimore, feel free to hit me up. A couple people actually hit me up, so hopefully I can go driving for dollars with a couple of people that hit me up, and let's get this money together, man. It's all love. So all right, guys, catch you on the next episode.